This micro-credential deals with small engine starters and consists of 5 targeted skills. This targeted skill deals with repairing manual starters. Older starters can be repaired if the parts are still available. Springs and pulleys are not always obtainable. Rope and grips are easy to replace. Sometimes special tools are necessary to install parts. For example, this is a special tool used to rewind the spring into the housing. Most of the time, the spring needs to be wound first. Once the spring is properly tensioned, the tool can hold that position, freeing the technician's hands to install the rope. In this type of starter, a screwdriver can help to hold tension on the spring until ready to be released. Usually, the spring should be wound as tightly as possible, then go back one full turn. Next, the rope gets fished through the housing and into the pulley. Not the end of the rope, so it is captive in the pulley. Once the rope is secure, remove the tool and let the spring retract the rope and grip. Test the starter to ensure there is enough tension to rewind the rope fully. When you cut the rope, the end might fray. If that happens, it makes it difficult to insert the rope into small openings. So, you can use a flame to heat the end of the rope. As it cools, take a rag and wipe the end to form a point. This will make it easier to feed the pointed rope end into small holes. Be very careful with an open flame and pay close attention to the burning rope. The more it burns, globs of molten nylon will form and drip off. These can burn through clothing or expose skin. As was mentioned earlier, the order of rewinding the spring and installing the rope can be opposite. In the small handheld starters, we usually wind the starter after installing the rope. On the edge of the pulley, there is a small cutout or indent. Put the rope in that cutout and use it to help rewind the spring. Wind the spring tight enough to recoil the rope fully. Often the question comes up, how long should the piece of nylon rope be to replace the bad rope? If you have pieces of the old rope, you can use them to establish a starting point. Cut the new piece a little longer than you might need. Having extra rope is fine if there is enough room on the pulley. That way, when you pull on the cord, you won't run out of rope, hit the end suddenly, and cause the new rope to fail prematurely. Also, if you cut the rope too short, you may have to start over, thus wasting rope and wasting time. Understand that pull cords on walk-behind mowers run from the starter on the engine to a point up the handle. This adds extra rope to the length needed, so don't forget that when calculating total rope length. Newer manual starters don't have replacement parts available. An entire starter assembly is so inexpensive that it isn't worth repairing the old one. And the price of labor to perform a repair makes it cost prohibitive. The customer gets a new starter, the turnaround time is faster, and it's much easier for the repair shop to simply replace the old starter. If just a rope breaks on a manual starter lawnmower, it often can be fixed. Learning to successfully replace it can save money, and perhaps give a sense of pride in completing the job.